Hi everyone. Yes, we want to install a Joomla template using the Quickstart. So for the purpose of this class, we'll be making use of one of the free templates on JoomlArt website. So let's go. So let me try to log in. Because if you are not logged in, you will not be able to access the free templates. So you can try logging as well. But if you don't have money for paid and subscription, you won't be able to log in. But once you are paid, even if it expires, you'll be able to access their free templates. Let's see. Yes, they have 7 free templates here. So let's choose any of them. And if you need any of them later, you can let me know. So which one should let's go for this their purity. So let's go. This is how it look like. So after the installation, you should get it the way it look like. So let's click on the get it now while it loads. Wow, very beautiful multi-purpose Joomla template. As you can see, it is good for managing, good for corporate websites, blogging websites, so on and so forth. Maybe later we'll be talking about how to install it how to install an e-commerce website using any of their templates or some others too. You can see that at a later time or when we are done, we'll check on the thing. Let's go to the download section. Wow, we have Joomla 6. So we are going for the quick start Joomla 6, and it's just as simple as 39 MB. That's wow. So click the download. So while it's download, let's wait till finish downloading. While it's downloading, so let's call it art. So click back. So this for the user. The database name is art. So for the user too, we are doing the same thing so that it can be easy. So let's generate a password for that purpose. So let's copy. Use password. Now that's the password. So you can say that password db name db username db password. So there we are. Let's see. So okay. So let's link them together here. The username and the password we need to link them together. So the document SMS as. So you have to add them together. give privilege to them before we can use them. So all privilege. So big changes. So I think these are settled now. So the username is OKSMS art. So let's put it the same thing in the password in OKSMS art. Now we have it. So now the file is completed now. So that has been done. So this is the file manager where we upload. You know, if you are doing the default installation for Joomla, you don't need to pass through all this. But if you are installing, if you are downloading and uploading to install, maybe the default, or you are using Quickstart, you will need this. So if you have not done this before, this is how it is being done. If you want to use Quickstart, this is the process you pass through. So that will give it a exact copy of what you have on the developer's website. So let's move it. I did a mistake. So I'm supposed to click on upload before I move. Not off. This is purity. So going. So as you can see, the upload is complete, but you need to turn green before we use it. You need to turn green before we accept it. Because even as it is, if you try to look for it here, it will not be there. You can see it's not there. It has not turned green. So let's wait a bit for it. Now it is completed. So let's come here and refresh from this group. Wow, yeah. So let's extract it. So the next thing we do is to install this using the details we have prepared in the past. So we have the art dot. Installation. So let's call it Joomla. Let's call it Joomla. Okay. Set up login. This one should be admin. This one should be admin. For the password, let's try to let's say my admin password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So let's say we should that you can read it out. Admin password. You may need to write this down so that After installation, you will remember it. But if you don't write it down, we have made a video online tell on how to recover your password or your admin password through PHP My Admin. You can check that later. So there you go. At joomla.com. Now, to database, so we have to make use of the one that has been previously generated. So that's what we have it here. If any of this is not correct, let's take note of something. It's my SQLi. The server is localhost. But if your hosting is not using cPanel, it will be different from localhost. But for cPanel, it's always localhost. So this one we don't need to change it. It's not compulsory. But if you like, we can change it to another 5 alphanumeric digits. So let's install. Save. The installation is completed. You don't need to install any additional language. You don't need this. Save automated. You don't need it. So let's open the site to see if it really looks like what the demo we saw. Before that, let's see the demo. So let's open the site. Wow. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. We have it. I don't know the person in this demo. Let's move it. Now let's go to the back end to do some installation. What I normally do after installation, and then take it to class administrator. So we have our installation here. Admin. Our password is long password. Login. Now, this is, we don't need this. We are not using the Kistopia. Now, this is what we have installed. So what are those things we need to do first? Number one, it's not compulsory. I go to the global configuration to do some. So this is where we set the name of the website, as we did it the other time. Now under this default list, I make it 50. I make it 100, depending on how many you have and how many you want it to be. So here we put your site meta description. In our future tutorial, we'll be talking about how to optimize our website for search engine optimization. So we need it here. And also there's something we have to work on. Okay, search engine friend is very important. We leave it as yes. Use URL we write it as yes, but there will be a warning. So we have to go back and change this HT access to .txt to .ht access. So we go back to the file manager. Yeah. So this is what they have talked about. ht access.txt. So we change .txt. But before we change it, let's see what happens. Let's see the effects. Let's go back. We have put it at yes and we have not done what we are supposed to do. Add suffix to URL. That is, if you want our website to be ending with .html, let's put it at yes. As it is now, without doing that, keep like that. No, it's not like that. And then, because we have not enabled this URL rewriting, it's still giving us index.php. It's still giving us index.php, which is not good for search. So let's go back there now, and then we put it at we save this, we save it. So use URL rewriting, yes, let's save it. Now let's go and refresh that page. We see that the page will return an error. It doesn't return an error, but the index.php is still there. Now to remove this index.php, we have to go back to our file manager and change htaccess.txt to .ht access. It's very important. .ht access. Press the enter key. Make sure it has been rewritten. Now let's come back here. Look at this index.php. We want to confirm that it is fully working. Let's go back. Come back here. Open one. As you can see, it's no more there. Layout, new layout. Let's come back here. Complete. You can see that the index.php is no more than the .html there. So that's what we have worked on. And then under the system, if there's an error and we want to check, we can enable the debug system. We don't have that. So under here, depending on how long we want our website to stay logged in, I can change it to 30, I can change it to. Or if it is a website that uses membership to log in, whatever, so we have to give it at least 15. If you change it to 30 for the sake of installation and configuration, we still return it back to 15 or even 10. Even to some websites it's free. So share sessions. What does this mean? This means that once we log in at the back end, she will automatically log in the front end. We don't need it. So let's leave that by the server. Here we can set our language. Let us assume we want to set it to India. We set everything here. So save and close. It looks ready now, but we have quite a lot of layouts to work with. So let's put it on the blog layout to be the index page. This does not look fine. Let's put it on the magazine layout. Wow, we did it for magazine, blogs, news, whatever. You can do this. Or we put it at a let's say corporate layout. That is for corporate websites. Wow, this looks great. And we can also say that when they are controlling layout, that is for those that make use of images or whatever. So as you can see, assuming your client is a photographer or other show, any other thing that has to do with showing of the pictures, you can make use of this portfolio layout. Blog layout and admin layout are similar. But they have to do with James and blog. Trying to check everything out. And see now. So, future intro. This template is fully loaded. Glossary layout. So, why is it glossary? You can dump when we have a lot of information we are giving to people, and they can check alphabet wise. You can see R, you can see T, you can see, and check it out, then you see that all those things are changing. Okay, we are using them, and then so if there are other things we can check on this beautiful template. That is default. We want right side high bro. So if you need this template, you can inbox me. I will download it and send to you for a fee. It won't be something one people talking for a fee. All the pictures will be out. So this has to do with table, pricing our team. Wow. Pricing table. So you can set different kind of table. Support policy. So I think this is all about this. If you have any information, we can put it in the comment section. We take a look at it and then we answer it. So if you want any specific template you want us to make use of, you can use us. Or if you have any question related to the one you are using and giving you problem installing the link that you can let us. So that's all for the purpose of this class. Thank you.
Welcome to Joomla Intel tutorial videos. Welcome to Joomla Intel tutorial videos.